reality. A very far more terrifying reality. No, I know better. This is real. I'm alive. For now. My friends are here, changing my mind. They hate me. They can't forgive me. At the heart of it, I can't forgive myself. Saying that made everything clear, but no comfort came from the revelation, only more pain. I'm still alive, but not for long. Silence moments passed, having admitted everything to herself. Ayumi had nothing left to say. Did you like the grave I dug for you, Shinozaki? Ayumi looked up. She recognized that voice. That voice had inevitably silenced 6 years ago. Moshida? Oh, I was wrong. Satoshi did it. My mistake. I blamed the wrong one. It wasn't Yuka and Yoshiki. It was Moshida. The shadows deepened, and then the form of Satoshi Moshida materialized from the darkness. I was wondering when you get the chance to meet again. I've probably been looking forward to it more than you. Moshida, what is this place? Why is there a grave waiting for me? Obviously, that's what we need to satisfy Yuka and Yoshiki. What? But how would me dying help anything? A cruel smirk appeared on Satoshi's face. This isn't about what's safe for you, Shinozaki. This is for Yuka, for Yoshiki. I gave everything to try to save them. Why shouldn't you? Ayumi gasped, recognizing the echo of her own words in Satoshi's. Nothing to say to that? I thought you had more in you. Another front, I guess. I have to say, I didn't expect the ghost story enthusiast to be such a coward when death came knocking. Ayumi still couldn't find the strength to respond. It was becoming clear to her that Satoshi tricked her into trusting him. Still nothing? Chin up, Shinozaki. Yoshiki told me you died to get a chance to talk to me. Hehe, get it? Even with her senses numbed by despair, Ayumi felt the hatred radiating from Satoshi. Moshida, why are you so angry? Well, since you finally asked, why don't we start from the top? Your little ghost story ended up killing my sister for one. 2, your cowardness got Yoshiki killed. He deserved a lot better than you, by the way. I probably could have found him someone else if you just fell in a pit and cracked your head instead of doing something he could save you from. Finally, you drove me into the promise of bringing them back. And you killed me instead. I mean, you had to know I tried to save you, right? You said it worked perfectly. You're a real manipulative bitch, aren't you? Was Yosuke your first, or did you off boys you didn't like before him? I'm not like that, Masuda. I'm not a monster. The words came out quietly on Ayumi's mouth, barely audible. You don't sound too sure of yourself. I had some time to think about you, Shinozaki. Every time I go over what could have happened, how we could have saved everyone, I realized we wouldn't have been there in the first place if you hadn't told that ghost story. Actually, you wouldn't have been there in the first place if you hadn't used the charm. So you have to blame her for the charm part, because that was her fault. And thanks to more, I realized everyone really would have been better off if you were never born. What? It's simple. Someone else would have been our class rep, someone who didn't love creepy stories that kill people. We'd have finished the culture fest and preparation on time. Yuka would have delivered my umbrella and we'd have gone home. Yoshiki wouldn't have been in love with a malefacted shrew, and I wouldn't have to deal with your stupid crush and your stupid black magic. Tears formed in Ayumi's eyes with each sentence, and they began to fall down her face. Shinozaki. Ayumi sniffed, and the tears continued to fall. You are annoying. You can't even take an offhanded dismissal of your feelings gracefully. Moshida, stop. I don't think I will. I think I'll let Yoshiki and Yuka watch, actually. Oh, that's so mean. Yay! I knew Big Brother would make her cry. Great work, Satoshi. She had it coming. For 6 years, maybe longer. Ayumi lowered her head, unable to stop the flow of tears. Just end it all. What's the matter, Ayumi? Can't take it anymore? I think it feels so great when you finally came. This moment finally came. I think it's time. Shinozaki, your grave is waiting. Ayumi closed her eyes and waited for the end. Ultimately, she deserved this punishment. Get away from her! What the hell? Who's that? Ayumi opened her eyes and looked up when she heard the voice. She saw the girl in the red dress standing there. The spirits, a defiant look in her eye. It took me a moment to realize the girl held a book in her hand, a book with a solid black cover. I hereby sacrifice the freedom of my soul as proof of my intent. The girl spoke as if reciting lines from a ritual. Ayumi was certain the black book she held was the one she had used 6 years before. I now ask for the souls of Satoshi Mashida, Yuka Mashida, and Yoshiki to be confined to the prisons that have been prepared for them. The spirits of Ayumi's friends chuckle. Either they weren't listening to the girl's speech, or they consider it nonsense. Oh look, Yoshiki, it's like Shinozaki with longer hair and less annoying face. You think the spooky words scare us? Huh? Can we kill them both now? Hee hee. The girl continued her chant, pointing her free hand at the ghosts. Owing to release once they have been freed from their chains to this dimension. The black book flashed brightly, and runes appeared around the girl. With another flash of light, the spirits were gone. The girl pounded with exertion, holding her sides as she bent over. Her clothes had somehow changed into a school uniform. Amy stood and stepped towards the girl, uncertain what to say. Why? Could you be more specific? Why did you save me? That spell has some sort of surface, didn't it? Why? Hold on, one question at a time. I'm already dizzy as it is. Sorry. Amy took a breath and tried to focus her thoughts. What is your name? I never found out. My name is Sachiko Shinozaki. Amy nodded slowly, not having a name to use for the girl. Why did you save me? I wanted to pay you. You freed me, remember? You were the first to listen to my story. You and your friends helped me escape from my torment. But why sacrifice your soul for that spell? That's not quite how it works. This grimoire uses more flowery language for its spells than necessary, so it can be confusing. I sacrifice my soul's freedom, my ability to leave this place. The wording's a bit ambiguous, if you aren't listening carefully. Similarly, the spell that calls for the blood of the sorcery actually means to burn the caster's blood out of the body. Ayumi lowered her head, guilt creeping into her mind. You still shouldn't be punished for what I did. It makes freeing you pointless. Sachiko shook her head, taking a step closer. That's not true. You still have my soul here. If it weren't for you, I'd still be split into 2 fragments of my true self. If not for you, I might continue to be a murderer. But... Sachiko held up a hand to stop Ayumi. Listen for a minute. It might do you some good. Sachiko tried to say it sympathetically, but Ayumi could sense the underlying frustration. I suppose so. I'm sure this could have been avoided if I listened to you before. Yeah, maybe. Well, I think you figured out what your friends and I have been riding along in your mind for these past few years. Wait, you've been trapped too? Yes, you could try to convince me to join the others, but I refused. I didn't want to end up feeding on your pain as they did. Anyway, there's a way you can free them. Really? I told you before that I knew a way. You were just occupied. How do I save the others? You might not like it. Tell me. You have to apologize to your friends. Convince them to give up their hate. It's the only way you can prepare them for untraining from your mind, thus freeing them from my spell contract. But I tried apologizing to them. Self-loathing has been getting in your way. You don't feel like you deserve forgiveness. As long as they are here, they're a part of you. If you don't feel worthy of forgiveness, they won't judge you worthy of forgiveness. Ayumi lowered her head, realizing the nature of the task before her. So I have to forgive myself too? Yes. Only then will they let go of their hate. Ayumi sighed and threw her arms out in expression of defeat. How will I forgive myself for what I've done? Sachiko rubbed her chin and thought for a moment. Start by thinking to yourself, I'm not going to hate myself anymore. I'll never forget what I've done, but I have to let go of my guilt. Think about that while you figure out how to appease your friends. Hope you'll be ready to forgive them. Give yourselves once they're ready to forgive you. Ayumi knew it wasn't easy as Sachiko was trying to make it sound, but she realized she had no other choice. Okay. Sachiko stepped closer to Ayumi and put a hand on her shoulder. If you need me, I'll be right beside you. I'm going to help you see this through. Thank you, Sachiko. Let's go! It's time to end this nightmare! Marvelous. What's this? This red thing. What's this red thing? Oh god, I want to click the red thing. I can't pick up the red thing. Damn you! Okay, so